Watcher, it's Bodge and Kate have a lot on their plate. Welcome to the podcast pavilion. Inside it today, me, Kate, him, Bodge, and that guy over there, producer Nick. Not forgetting producer Shirley. Hi, Shirley. Downward dog.
Just
All right.
let her be.
Let her be. However you're watching, however you're listening, do give us a follow, subscribe, leave us a comment or a review. And you never know, you might be the start of next week's show. Dedication, as always, thank you for your continued support. Shall we start with the big news?
What's the big news?
The big news is
The listeners
I have had a boob job.
Well, no, you've had a boob replacement.
I've had a boob replacement.
You have.
I got the surgery done 5 days ago. So I'm still very much in the recovery period.
This is absolutely classic. Most people would take 2 weeks off.
Did I have a choice?
Yes, you did have a choice. I've told you a million times to rest.
If you'd have said to me, do you know what, babe, we won't do the podcast this week, I would have said, great, but you didn't. You were like, we're leaving in 5 minutes. Where are you? Anyway, let's
Producer Nick,
No,
you're going to
it's
have to referee
just-
today.
let's explain why I've had my boobs
Do
replaced.
you do that? And then
Yeah.
we'll drill down into
We'll drill down
So-
into why you're full of shit.
So 10 years ago, I'd been with Bodge for 2 years and he said, I'm finishing with you unless you get a boob job.
Right, let's
Brilliant, let's
okay.
go.
I'm joking. 10 years ago, I had my boobs enlarged. A very subtle operation, wasn't it? Very subtle boob job.
Are you asking from my perspective?
Well, yeah.
I'd say I noticed. It's definitely more noticeable than most.
Okay.
Yeah, I went my whole life like actually loving my boobies, but then they started to fall a bit, and I thought I want to lift. So I went and spoke to a surgeon. He was like, "Just give you a small implant. It will be the smallest we can go without it being too noticeable." I said, "Let's do it." So 10
Yeah.
years ago, I did that. 10 years later, my left breast goes hard. I go to my GP. She refers me to a breast consultant. I think the worst. She tells me that after quite a lot of scans and ultrasounds that my left boob has encapsulated and it's leaking, so I need to get it out. And it can happen any time from having the surgery until you need to get them out. But they're supposed to be replaced every 10 to 15 years anyway.
Yeah.
So I went to see a few surgeons, picked the one that was the nicest and the most professional, and we did a straight up replacement last Thursday.
Can I talk about the surgeons as well? Because obviously for cosmetic surgery, there is, from what I can see, and you correct me, but from what I can see from what I hear you and your friends talk about, you have the professional doctors who are like, I do this for a living, I do like reconstructive surgery and da-da-da-da. And then you have the doctors who are called Dr. First Name. And they're like, yeah, I'll give you enormous tits if you want them. They're like Dr. Mary, Dr. John, Dr. Farsi, Dr. They have these. I'm like, how can you guys go to a doctor who is Dr. First Name?
Dr. First Name.
Dr. First Name is not a doctor.
Well, Dr. First Name gave my friend hers, and they're great. Hers are wonderful.
I'm not commenting
I went to
at
see
all.
him. He wasn't for me. He was very rude, and he'd just eaten a sandwich, and he had all sandwich in his teeth. And I was like, mate, I'm coming for a consultation. At least, just look in them. Just have a glass of water and get the sandwich residue from your teeth.
Do you know who else is known by his Dr. First Name?
Who's
You've seen
Dr.
The Simpsons. Hi guys, I'm Dr. Nick.
Dr. Nick.
Yeah,
Hi,
that's
everybody.
It. You're all getting operated on my. Hello everybody, it's Dr. Nick.
Here he is.
Anyway, let's call him Dr. Nick.
Yeah.
No,
Not
but
only-
you actually went
not only
with
did he
proper
have
doctor, Dr.
not only-
Surname.
No, but we're going back to Dr. Nick for a second.
Yeah.
So Dr. Nick, he had sandwich residue in his teeth, and then he was just like rude. His bedside manner was appalling. I was in there for
He
10
honked your
minutes.
boobs, which was very
He
went,
unprofessional.
"I'll do this
I
one,
was sat
honk, honk."
opposite him, the other side of the desk, and he just went, "Okay, take your top off." Now, usually you're told to go behind a curtain. There's a
Buy me a
Buy me a
chaperone.
drink at least.
I'm sat the opposite side of the desk to him. And usually you go behind a curtain,
yeah.
there's a chaperone, you take your clothes off and then you say, I'm ready, and then they come around and they examine you.
Yeah.
So I'm sat opposite him and then I just stand up, take my top off, take my bra off, and he just stares at my boobs and then pokes one of them, gets a tape measure out and goes, yeah, we can do it.
That's what you get at Dr. Nick's Boob Emporium, don't you? Buy one, get one free. I'm so glad you did. She came back, she was like, he did a really good job on my mate. I was like, I'm sorry, but you cannot have surgery anxiety and health anxiety and then go to Dr.
And then I went to a
Nick.
proper surgeon who like spent an hour within the consultation with a nurse, and then the surgeon came backstage. The surgeon came behind the curtain. Anyway, I chose the guy that was right for me. Okay,
Yeah,
he's a really
good.
top surgeon, and I went and had the surgery last Thursday. It was an overnight stay. I was nil by mouth from like the day before. My surgery wasn't till 3 p.m, which my admission time was 11. I spent all day really hungry and really thirsty. Because you know when they're like, you can't drink water, it just makes you more thirsty, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But the surgery went well. I was heavily sedated. Like it was under general anaesthetic, so I was put to sleep. But when I came around...
Yeah, but why? Because didn't they give you the anaesthetic and then they start... What they do with anaesthetic, they go, right, now count down, 10, 9, 8, and you're gone. And Kate said, I counted down, and then I went, so anyway, so she woke back up. They were like, more. This one will not stop talking.
Kate was in minus numbers.
Yeah. The anaesthetist. Is that? Have I saying it right?
Do you know that's one of the hardest words to say in English language?
Anaesthetist.
The anaesthetist, however you say,
Close.
he was just a really lovely guy.
Yeah.
And as I laid on the bed, he started to put the cannula in my hand.
Yeah.
And he was, I'm just going to give you a nice gin and tonic. I love saying that. And he was like, where do you live? I said, North London. What about you? He went, oh, I used to live in North London. So we started talking about where we lived. And then, like, I started closing my eyes and he went, yep, just go with it. But then I opened my eyes. I was like, where do you live now then? I was like, I live in West London. Just go with it, Kate. I was like, I feel really lovely. He went, you'll be asleep very soon. And then I carried on talking. I said, why did you move from North to West London then? And I just saw him like giving me more anaesthetic.
Guys,
like,
we
as if
need
to say,
more.
shut the up and go to sleep. So when I came around, I felt terribly sick. And I was wheeled back into my hospital room. And I just remember being so out of it. I couldn't stay awake. For 3 hours, I was in and out of consciousness. I kicked over the bedside table, which had a glass bottle and a glass on, smashed everything. All my stuff went everywhere. The nurse came in and was like, what's happening? Then my mate came to visit me. I handed him a glass bottle of water and dropped it before he'd even taken it. So the nurse came in again and she was like, is everything okay in here?
You're like, no, I've just had an operation.
I then threw up violently and I couldn't stay awake. Then gave him your number to call to say, I'm okay. I gave him the wrong number. Chris ends up calling Mike from Wigan and he's like, what's going on? So then he had to DM you on Instagram to say that I was okay.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't okay, but I was just heavily sedated and I was just trying to come round. But he bought me a lovely mug with a pair of tits on it, which I thought was very friendly, very funny.
Yeah.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
So all in all, the surgery went well. I shot myself in the foot really with the anaesthetic, didn't I? Because I just talked to. I love a chat. Do you know what I mean?
Does.
Do you know what this does happen quite often? We'll have like therapy, and then so you get an hour for therapy, or really 50 minutes, and so I'm like, time's money. Let's get to the good stuff, and we'll get on the call. And Kate will be like, how are you? What did you do this weekend? 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm there counting the money. I'm like, that's at least 20 quid of chat that we've lost there. I'm like, stop talking.
Yeah, you got to be
Stop
straight in.
talking.
It's like, what do you need from me today? It's like, straight in.
I think the anaesthetist looked at his watch while he was giving me the thing, like, what's going on?
Was he handsome?
Sorry.
He
The
wasn't.
anaesthetist. Anesthetists are always handsome.
Yeah, he was quite handsome.
Yeah, okay.
I'm thinking about it. I mean, he wasn't not handsome. He was a nice looking. He was a good looking guy.
Yeah. I just feel like anesthetists are always like really handsome.
What's the ugliest part of the medical profession?
Chiropodist?
Chiropodist,
Chiropodist?
if you want to say it correctly.
Okay.
No, he was really nice, but they're also they're chatty. They're made to make you feel comfortable. But I was like, how long is this going to last? And he was like, an hour and a half or so. And I was like, how do you choose which tit to do first? Do you like play eeny, meeny, miny, moe? And which one did you, like, which one are you going to choose?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you just, does it like, when he said an hour and a half, I was like, is that per tit or total? And he was like, that's total. And then I was like, which one are you going to do first? He was like, I'm not the surgeon, I'm just the anaesthetist. And I was like, you're going to play eeny, meeny, miny, moe. I don't know how it's done. And then that's when he was just like, just go to sleep, Kate.
Please go to sleep.
Please go to sleep. The surgeon is waiting.
That's some good gear, though. That's some good gags you got going on, too.
He was a really nice guy.
I like it.
I don't know why.
It's funny how he was a really nice guy because he was handsome.
Anyway,
Yeah.
the surgery went well.
Good.
I haven't really looked at my boobs since. They're in a bra. They're all taped up. The surgeon came in and said, please don't do anything for the next 24 hours and no housework for a week, which I laughed at because I was like, well, the thing is, I do all the housework and my husband won't.
Can we not do I do all the housework?
You do the
bit?
cooking, I do the housework.
I do a lot of cleaning as well.
This is just a
Thank
boring thing we do every week on the podcast, isn't it?
Yeah.
How's it been for you with me not doing any housework for a week?
Well, you have been. I mean, I think I have found this entire process very frustrating. Because the thing is, Kate went, I need to rest. I went, perfect, rest. I was like, the house is not going to be in the perfect condition you want it to be, but it's fine. We'll make it work. Just rest. And obviously, she's not resting. She's not listening. She continues to work. Every day I phone her, like, did you rest? No, I had to do this. I had to do that. I had to do some work. I was just like, I'm frustrated because you were told by a medical professional, and then you had a go at me. You were like, "Stop telling me what to do." I was like,
That's why I stayed in hospital overnight, because I didn't have to. I could have gone home the same day, and I was like, I'll stay in hospital overnight because I don't trust myself to not start cleaning when I get home. But I was only doing little bits like cleaning the kitchen. Like I wasn't raising my arms to open cupboards above my head.
Okay, what you have to understand is...
And you've been doing washing.
He said to you explicitly, don't raise your arms above your head, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. But just the process of moving around and doing stuff is not letting you recover. I can see it in your eyes today. You're knackered. This podcast may not even go out because you don't look fantastic. You're the one who wanted to do this, by the way. I just want to add that this is not my idea.
Also, she does look fantastic.
No, you look tired.
Nick. I mean,
she always looks fantastic. She's my wife.
I think I'm tired because of the sleep situation. So you have to sleep upright, and obviously I'm used to sleeping on a very flat orthopedic pillow that our chiropractor has given us. So I've gone from sleeping completely vertical to upright, and it's just so uncomfortable.
Yeah, that
I'm
is
waking
hard.
up every 5 minutes, just like wanting. I'm not allowed to go on my
You're
side.
not in a deep sleep,
for 6
are you?
weeks. And I'm uncomfortable, and then I'm drinking loads of water to prevent DVT, and I'm getting up in the night multiple times to go for a wee. So even though last night I went to bed at 11 p.m. and woke up at 6:45, I feel
You in
shattered.
and out.
Yeah. It's not a deep sleep.
No,
Maybe
it's not when you're like
I
that.
should do sleepy tonight.
I think definitely go with the sleepy.
I'm worried about taking supplements because I'm on antibiotics, and they're like, don't take any other thing with them. So that's why I'm not taking
You could probably
them.
look at the antibiotics and what's in Sleepy and then put in ChatGPT.
Ain't nobody got time for it.
Yeah, that's not hard. I wish you would rest more. I just genuinely wish you would rest more. You deserve naps during the day, but you are... Like yesterday's a great example. My mum picked up Noah.
Yeah.
Well, my mum was due to pick up Noah and bring her home from nursery.
Yeah.
Mum was like, look, she's... Noah had piano lesson yesterday, so mum was like, look, to get back in time, can you just book me a cab? I was like, yeah, no problem. An hour before, Kate, my mum texts going, Kate, when you pick me up, can you just meet here? And I was like, why are you doing that? But the problem is that if I fight her, it's just an argument. So I don't fight her, but then I get frustrated.
I did feel okay to drive though. But it's really funny because
For that 1 minute.
You can't drive normally. So I'm having... Do you remember when you had driving lessons and you have to feed the wheel 10 to 2 hands? So I was driving like Miss Daisy. And also because I can't really stretch my arms. You know how some women love to drive this close to the steering
Hans
wheel?
Moleman style.
Yeah, I was
from The
literally driving like
Simpsons.
this. 30 miles an hour, obviously 30 miles an hour always, but feeding the wheel 10 to 2 and really not stretching my arms. I felt like I was a learner driver for the first time in years.
Yeah.
This is why they say not to do all these things. This is
Oh,
why
no,
they say...
Why do you
they
think
only
you
say
know-
don't drive for the first 72 hours because the anaesthetic hasn't worn off, so you're a bit out of
fine.
it.
Yeah,
So,
but it's the pain.
Here's a
thing.
genuine question. Why do you think you know better?
I don't know.
She doesn't.
Okay.
I don't think I know better. I
But
just
why
felt
are you
okay.
not listening to anyone or any advice? Like, I am genuinely asking because it is...
You should be happy. I've got new tits.
No,
They're for you, babes.
they're not for me. Don't
They
make
will
it...
be.
Don't gaslight me that.
No. But you are, like, they are nice. You are going to like them.
Answer the question, why aren't you listening to anyone about resting?
Because it's not in my nature to rest.
I know.
I am literally 100 miles an hour. I can't sit still.
But you're going to make yourself... And this is what kills me, right?
This
She'll
is
be Googling
long-term.
symptoms. Anything that happens to her, she's like, I've got pins and needles. I've got a heart palpitation. I've got this. Oh, no, I've got, like, it must be a blood clot. It must be a problem with the surgery. I've got swelling. I've got itchy.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, if you're worried about all those things, then just stop and let yourself rest.
Do you know what? I am going to go home and have a nap after this.
Good.
Promise?
Yeah, I'm really excited. Promise.
Please.
Yeah.
I'm
4
trying
minutes.
hard. I don't know what else to do. Yeah, 4 minutes. It's better than nothing. I'll take 4 minutes. I will tell you that. This podcast is brought to you by Extracted. Sleepee, Calmee and Magnesium Complex. Better sleep, calmer days and more energy without putting more on your plate. Visit extracted.co.uk and use the code BODGE and KATE to get 20% off.
If you are not watching Heated Rivalry, what are you doing with your life?
Me.
Get on Sky, get watching, thank me later.
God.
We are obsessed. When I say we, I say myself and producer Nick. While it's not for Bodge,
It's not for Bodge.
it's not for Bodge.
Even Nick yesterday on our WhatsApp group went, yeah, do you know what? Don't watch that, Bodge. It's going to be too much for you. I was like, I know it's too much for me.
Yeah.
It's-
But I just want to big it up because it's one of those shows where after you've seen a couple of episodes, you are thinking about the characters. I was
you?
thinking
Is that
about
what
them
you're thinking
yesterday
about?
when I was walking the
Right.
dogs. I was thinking about the characters when I was making my tofu ramen last night. I think about them when I'm in bed. I'm so heavily invested in this story.
That's what I'm
And
like. When I get Pornhub on and I watch a really
stop.
good one, I'm like, I really think about it for the next few days. I really imagine the characters and the dialogue. I'm like,
I've even
do you remember that bit when the plumber came in and he was like, I haven't got
God.
any tools?
Oh,
and
so
then-
if you're listening, I've even rewatched the first 2 episodes with Nick on Sunday when he came round to cook us the roast, because I wanted to watch it with someone, and I want to have somebody that I can talk about the series with.
Right.
And it's not going to be you, because you won't watch it with me.
No.
Nick, you hooked, aren't you, buddy?
Oh my God, it's so good. But also, I mean, yes, there is great characters, and also there's some really great scenes. But it's also very, like I would say, tastefully done. It's quite artistic the way they do it. But it also is. It is steamy.
Porn.
There is
no
porn for gays and women.
No, it's not.
It's based on the novel, which is really, really steamy as well. You should read the book. Maybe read the book first.
Shall I read the book?
Dip your toe.
Shall I read the book?
But it's not
Nick.
it's not blatantly sex. But it's sexy.
Yeah.
And it's steamy, but you don't really see much.
No, you
But
see a
it's
lot of
all-
bottoms.
A lot of bottoms.
Yeah, and you see a lot of sex. And the thing is, it's got a
Bottom
gay.
sex.
Lots of bottoms.
The director is a gay male,
Is he?
and I think that you can see that because the sex scenes are so
They're hot, and there's love and there's tension, and it's nice. It's really good.
If you've not watched it,
Do
it
it.
follows the romantic relationship between 2 rising professional hockey players. One of them is called Shane Hollander. He is the captain of the Montreal Metros, and the other one is
Metro,
called Ilya Rozanov.
Yeah.
He is the Russian captain of the Boston Raiders.
Yeah.
And I think it's great because the gay community is out there, right? And in sport, there will be lots of gay people, but for some reason, well, we know why, because of like the pressure of coming out and being ridiculed by fans and stuff, which is ridiculous to say in 2026. But I think it's wonderful that we have this show on TV in 2026 and it's telling this story, because it's a love story, and it's quite heartbreaking as well. You've got 2 characters who you feel deeply for, and they're so polar opposite, but you're just rooting for them both, and you want them to be together so much.
Yeah, that's exactly what
And
it
then
is.
obviously there's steamy sex scenes as well. On Monday, I was recovering from my surgery. I'm on the sofa all day, resting.
Yeah.
I was resting, and we have
Heart rate elevated.
We have a cleaner that comes for 3 hours on a Monday, and her name's Tunda. She's Hungarian, and I heard her coming down the stairs, and I have never, honestly, tried to change the channel so quickly, because as she was coming down the stairs, the 2 characters were suddenly in the shower. The showers were all steaming up. I knew exactly what was going to happen, and I was like, quick, bargain hunt. Turned it off. Do you know what I mean? Can you imagine the cleaner comes in and just like, what are you doing?
Tunda is easily shocked. There's times like the mop will break. She go, ah! I can't imagine what she'd think if she saw that going on.
It's like literally, it's 10:30 a.m. on a Monday morning. She's like, the woman's watching gay porn.
Why is he breaking mop on his back? I'm allowed to do that actually because I'm Eastern European.
Good.
So piss off.
Yes, you are. But anyway, I absolutely love it.
I'm hooked.
Yeah,
Do you know what I watched this week?
Go on.
Taken 3.
I will
Taken 3.
find you and I will kill you.
I tell you what, I can see why they stopped there.
Did you?
Yeah.
I can't believe you. Well, the thing
Anyway,
is,
I just wanted to contribute something to the
it's good.
conversation.
oh, you're such a man. You're such a geezer. Guns. Liam Neeson.
I watch football. I watch football. Real men.
You know what's funny? The last time I
Watch
was
the FA Cup, 3rd round. I went on Paddy Power and put loads of bets on. I played last man standing. It's like this WhatsApp group and everyone has to bet. It's like £4,000 pot. I went to the gym. I sweated.
What should I be like then?
No,
just have
it's
interest.
fine. You should just be watching it with us.
No, why?
And I've got to wait till next Sunday till I can watch the next episode when Nick comes round, because obviously we don't live together.
No.
Do we?
No.
So Nick and I are going to be watching episide 3 together. You haven't fast forwarded, have you? You haven't gone ahead without me?
No, I haven't.
Don't go ahead without me.
Not on my laptop in bed or anything.
No.
Not at all.
That's what I thought you were going to do.
Haven't. Won't.
Don't. And if
No.
you do, we'll just go back.
Fine.
Great.
I feel like it's watchable multiple times. How many episodes are there?
I don't know. I want it to
That's
last
great.
forever.
It will.
This episode is brought to you by Extracted. We are big fans of Extracted in our household.
Yes, we are.
We don't go to sleep when we say we're going to go to sleep, but we do fall asleep quicker thanks to these supplements. And we've even got producer Nick on them, haven't we?
You have. I absolutely love them.
Which one's your favourite?
I like the Calmee.
Oh, yeah.
Calmee's so good. It takes the edge off when, everything's feeling a bit much. You've got a bit of anxiety going on. Pop a couple of those. They're so good. They just relax you.
Yours is Magnesium Complex, isn't it?
I'm such a big advocate of magnesium. In the last couple of years, I'd never taken it before. Someone recommended magnesium for deeper sleep, and I had really struggled. Like, I run my own business. There's lots of stresses. There's lots of things to think about. When you take magnesium, it just gives you that deeper sleep. It's crazy. Like, you literally feel like you've had a rest, as opposed to like waking up every hour or so thinking about things.
For me, it's all about Sleepees. I love them because I struggled to fall asleep and stay asleep. And the Sleepee, 2 before bed with a glass of water, I fall asleep within minutes rather than laying there wide-eyed for an hour thinking about my life and what I could do better. So for me, I mean, there's supplements for everyone, right?
Yeah.
And you sometimes take all three.
I sometimes go for the triple threat.
Why wouldn't you? It's so good because also they're clean, they're filler-free supplements,
Yes.
so they're
Well, it's
really
natural
good.
stuff, right?
All natural.
And they're made in
Everything.
the UK, which we love.
We do love
Yeah, and the main, like, you can take these and the next morning you don't feel tired. Whereas if you were to take a sleeping pill or like a herbal alternative or melatonin, I'm always knackered the next day. Whereas this is actually part of my routine.
So if you're listening to this thinking, oh my God, that's me, I'm having trouble sleeping, I wake up in the middle of the night, I've got trouble falling asleep, get onto extracted.co.uk and you can use our code for 20% off. The code is BOJANDKATE, Bodge and Kate, for 20% off all products. All right, should we talk about cats being way more sociable than I thought? Okay, I've had a revelation about cats last week because I thought dogs were the sociable ones and cats were the sort of animal that just basically went out, had a fight, shagged, got another cat pregnant, came in with a dead rat because it loves its owner so much, and just basically pretty much stayed inside a house or in the garden. But no, it turns out cats love going out for a mooch to the local shops, to the pub, to the supermarket. They're out there and they are probably having a better social life than me right now.
Cats are on the block.
Well, you know, you've had them.
I've had cats.
Did your cats go out?
Yeah. Cats generally go out all night. They're nocturnal, aren't they? So they just piss off at night. They just do whatever cats do. They travel quite far. And then they come back in the day and they're just like, whatever. They're like teenagers, essentially. If teenagers were allowed out, do you remember when you used to go out and your mum would go, text me when you're home? And you're like, I'm not texting because I'm independent. I'm not telling you.
No, I'd always message my mum when I was home.
Would you?
Well, I wouldn't text because when I used to go out, we didn't have mobile phones. That's how old I am.
Oh.
No, but when you moved out, I mean, in 2000 and whatever, you had mobile phones.
My nan always used to do that. Make sure you text me when you're home.
Yeah. And I never did because I was like, no, don't tell me what to do. That's what cats are.
Oh, they are. Well, I saw one walking down the local high street
Yeah.
and it was among plenty of pedestrians right outside Waitrose. It was crossing a pedestrian crossing.
Was it?
And it was gorgeous. It was a very young cat. It was really fluffy. It was like ginger and white. And it had... honestly, when I saw it, I was like, what is that cat doing on Crouch End Broadway? Like, this is a busy high street. It has no business being here. And I was at the traffic
You don't know
lights.
that. You don't know what the cat's business is.
No, I don't. You're right.
I'm a big fan of animals crossing at pedestrian crossing. I saw a pigeon once crossing a pedestrian crossing. I'm sure it was just luck, but it was a great image.
Why didn't it fly across?
I don't know. I didn't ask. And he couldn't tell me. But I just saw him crossing. I was like, this is insane.
Yeah.
But there you go.
So I love watching animals cross pedestrian crossings. It's always nice when Baxter crosses the pedestrian crossing.
But he
And he's
knows
always
where.
a few metres behind us, isn't he? And the cars are just waiting for him to cross.
Oh, that's really sweet.
I'm like, say thank you, Baxter. He just puts a paw up. Cheers. Anyway, I thought this cat was lost because I drove through Crouch End, saw it, and I was just like, I've never seen a cat on a busy high street, like walking around shops.
Yeah.
So then I just couldn't stop thinking about it all afternoon, and I really wanted to go back. You know what I'm like? I love to help an animal. If I see an animal on its own, I'm just like, that cat or that animal,
Like
that
to
dog.
help, like to get involved
I'm
unnecessarily.
a bit of a Gary Get Involved.
Which one
That
is
dog
it?
looks lost. Is it lost? Are you lost? Do you need me to take you to a vet?
Yeah.
It's happened a lot in our past, doesn't it?
It has.
Taken so many
Do you remember
dogs.
that dog that we found walking across the road? The massive Staffy
Pitbull.
around Finsbury Park, and it was just wandering around looking like it was lost. So we basically were like, we don't know what to do with it. We can't just leave it in the park. It was getting dark. So we got our car, we picked it up. It was f***ing heavy. It was so overweight. Put it in the car, drove it to a vet.
Yes.
Which was about 40 minutes away because it was the only vet that was open on the weekend.
The
It
vet
was Sunday.
scanned it. They called the owner. The owner was like, oh yeah, that's my dog, Killer.
It's
Killer.
called Killer.
Killer.
And it was like, yeah, I live opposite Finsbury Park. So we had to drive all the way back.
Oh, no.
And we went and dropped this dog off. They just left the door open. She was like, oh, yeah, it's happened a few times. He's been hit by a car a few times, but he won't stop.
He
I'm
loves
like,
going over she said he always goes over to Finsbury Park on his own. I'm like, you live on Seven Sisters Road. It's one of the busiest roads in North London.
It's just like, close your gate.
You can't let
you
your
can't
dog
do
go
that.
to the park on its
Sorry.
own when you live on a road that busy.
Yeah.
It was honestly the
what a
least
waste of time.
least killer dog you could
He
ever
was
make. He
so
was
lovely.
such a
What a good boy.
He was.
So we're going back to cats.
Yeah.
I made a video, right? Put it on Instagram and said, I can't stop thinking about this cat. Do cats do this? Like, are all cats this sociable? I can't believe how many messages I got. It's possibly one of my favourite comment threads I've ever done on any Instagram post because it turns out cats do this.
All right.
I'm going to read you some of the messages that I got from people. The first one says there's a cat.
Meow, 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 meow. That's from Tiddly.
There's a cat in our town that goes into the college that my partner works at. He's lovingly named Reggie.
He goes into college where he's an educational
And he
cat.
loves interacting with the students. I've also seen him browsing the shelves inside Aldi and having a good wander down the high street. He's a lovely boy and lives one street down from me. Cats love shopping! Exclamation mark.
Love it. That's funny.
At the end, the next one. My cat used to hear me pulling down the shutters at night when I worked in a local pub near our house, and she'd run to meet me and walk me home.
What?
Is that not the cutest thing ever?
There's a few stories of like village cats meeting their owners at like the train station or whatever else.
Google the Spires cat, Kate. Sadly, she has passed away now from natural causes. But she used to cross the level crossing and sit outside Waitrose, waiting for people to buy her food. She had a home, she was well looked after, and she sometimes wandered down to Kentucky and sat in the doorway. There's a statue of her in Barnet Spires.
Statue?
I like that.
Where's
No
Barnet
way.
Spires? Are you Barnet? Is that Barnet?
Yeah, Barnet near us.
Bonnet.
My cat Dave used to follow me on my dog walk.
Dave.
My doctor's is walking distance from my house, and he once followed me, waited outside the doctor's appointment until I came out and walked me home.
Wow.
He's like, was it serious?
In my doctor's surgery, there's a local cat who loves to sit with the patients or curl up on the seats. He's gorgeous, black and white, and gives a calming influence. That should be mandatory in all GPs. Can you imagine that? Waiting to go and see the doctor and there's just a beautiful cat sitting there on the
What I'd bring in first is just making sure the receptionist isn't a dickhead. Because that seems to be the universal thing for GPs. I'm sorry if you work in a GPs
Except our
and you're
new
not.
one.
Our new one, they're quite nice. I've seen them be a bit. But no, they're quite nice. Every
That's so
GP
true.
I've ever been to,
Name.
the reception. Yeah. What's wrong with you? Louder for everyone else in the waiting room, please. Genital warts, is it? No, I didn't say that at all.
Or just on the phone.
Yeah.
So rude on the phone.
I went into a place the other day and they were making a guy describe all his symptoms too, and it was so embarrassing
No.
because he was trying to be so quiet about it too.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Can't hear you." And she's-
Sorry, can you
Yeah.
come closer to the glass, please, and speak up?
Yeah, does it hurt when you pee? It's like, it was so bad.
No.
It was so, terrible.
Okay,
Yeah.
so mandatory
Yeah.
things in GPs. No dickhead receptionists.
Yeah. Cats.
Cat in every
Cats.
waiting room.
Yeah.
Great.
This one made me laugh as well. A cat near me used to love hanging out in Tesco. She had to have a collar saying, "Not homeless, do not feed."
Brilliant.
And Tesco had to put up a similar notice on the board outside saying similar.
That's so funny.
I
She had her own club card.
I love this from Kathy. Kathy says, I remember going out to work one morning and having to stop at the zebra crossing outside our house to let our cat cross the road.
Oh,
Coming home from a night out on the tiles. Brilliant.
love it.
Oh, imagine how good that would be. Imagine you're like half cut and you're coming home and you bump into your cat. That'd be sick. You'd be like, yay!
That's so true.
And your cat would be so happy to see you. You'd be like, oh my God, this is amazing.
So cool.
How was your night?
That's so.
That'd be good.
I had a cat called Jake. He used to get on the bus and go to the local square for the day. I kid you not, all the drivers knew him. Imagine being a
Amazing.
bus driver. That would be the best thing ever. If you were a bus driver and every day a cat got on. You all right, Jake? On you get. Don't worry about fare.
Do you remember
Yeah.
in France, we went to that village and there was that border terrier who used to wander around. I'm sure I've said this in the podcast before, but there was a border terrier and we were like, where's its owner? It's just wandering around.
Yeah.
And then it was just like the village border terrier.
Oh, wow.
It used to wander around. People used to just feed it. It had a home, but the guy just
Love
let
it.
him off.
It came to the restaurant every
Yeah.
evening, the guy said, and just walked around the tables, and people would be like, "This dog is amazing," and it was just slightly overweight, wasn't it? 'Cause
He was
everyone would be like,
quiet.
"Oh, this dog wants
Yeah,
food."
yeah,
He knew
yeah.
what he was doing.
Cute.
What a good
It
boy.
was a top lady in the tramp.
Anyway, it's made me like cats even more. I didn't used to be a cat person, and now I am a cat person, but now I really want a cat.
But cats don't necessarily like you.
Get
This
one.
is the thing
They
about
do.
cats.
All cats like me.
Not you personally, but if you
Yeah.
get a cat
me.
might not like you. That's
Biscuits
what cats are
likes
like.
me. My neighbour's cat loves me. Do you know what I found out the other day? I didn't know cats' tongues were like sandpaper.
Yes.
I just thought it was her cat. I went,
Yeah.
"Your cat's tongue is really hard, babe." She went, "Yeah, all cats' hard. All cats' tongues are." I was like, "Really?"
They are.
She went, "Yeah, like really, really
I
hard."
know you thought you were like revealing some sort of disability they were unaware of.
Sorry.
Have you checked your?
Yeah,
have you checked? Have you talked to a vet?
Babe, I'm really, really sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but your
Yeah.
cat's got a tongue like sandpaper. I'm really sorry.
Your cat's got sandpaper tongue. I'm so sorry. What's the prognosis? Yeah, how many months left to live?
Yeah, right.
No, that's all cats.
So, and that's why they're so good at cleaning themselves,
Yeah.
because it's a little bit of like an exfoliating scrub.
I think that's why cats and dogs get on well when they eventually stop trying to kill each other. Because as a dog, you just lie there and you're just getting a proper massage,
Yeah,
proper like rub down.
love
Yeah.
them. I just love them. I really want a cat. Can we get one?
If honestly, I would get a cat before another dog. but the only problem is Shirley.
Would Shirley just not?
I think if we brought in a kitten, then it would be fine. Because do you remember when we went and saw my mate Lou, and Lou didn't tell me she had cats? I took Shirley with me to stay at our house.
Yeah.
And then she brought the kitten in and took it over to Shirley, and Shirley, like, literally her ears went up and she barked, and Lou just went, no! And, like, shouted at her.
Can I add one caveat?
And then Shirley and the cat just hung out all weekend.
One caveat which she hasn't mentioned. What breed was the cat?
I don't know. Oh, Ragdoll.
Wasn't it a Siamese? Wasn't it the hairless one?
No, Ragdoll.
Okay.
They also had Siamese cats.
Because I swear she introduced it to the Siamese cat. And then I'd be like, if I was a dog, I'd be like, is that a cat? I'm not sure. It looks like an inside-out cat. What is... I don't think that's a cat. I think
you're
right.
not talking about Siamese cats. You're talking about
Devon Rex.
Sphinx cats.
The hairless ones. They're not Siamese?
No, Siamese cats are the ones that...
Siamese
with their beautiful fair fur.
Oh, that's like their eyes turn up.
Yeah, and their eyes
almost.
are...
They're like cartoon cats.
Yeah. Lady and the Tramp cats. A Sphinx cat is the bald one.
I'll look it up after.
Yeah,
It's a bald cat.
Fine.
Anyway, we'll get a cat, but not before one of the dogs has gone.
I think we know who's in the lead. I like she was like one of the dogs. It's like...
I mean, that'd be devastating, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Shirley went first.
No, I mean, no.
No, it would be.
Yeah, because I'm already grieving for the dog, and like anticipatory grief for Baxter. Imagine Shirley goes first.
Yeah, the other night he said, "How long do we have left with you, my friend?"
I didn't I? I don't know.
Do you know, like when you go to the gym and you take...
Some days I look at Baxter and I think, a year, and then other days I think he's going to get to his 18th birthday.
I know.
You know when you go to the gym and you have pre-workout to get... She's preloading on grief.
She is.
That is the thing, anticipatory grief.
It is. Of course it is.
For a pet
for God's sake.
Like, I mean, I had it when he was 2, perfectly healthy, absolutely, like whole life ahead of him, and I was like, oh God, I'm going to handle it when I'm going to lose you.
She's got it for Baxter, she's got it for herself, she's got it for everything.
Funny enough, not for me though. Yeah, not for me, no. She's like, I can't wait till he's gone.
Get that life insurance going.
All right, let's talk about what's on our plate this week. Double wrapped tacos. If you've never had tacos double wrapped.
I heard double wrapped tacos there, and I was like, that's very medieval.
Not in veganuary.
No, double wrapped.
No, double wrapped. So I saw this recipe online that took a hard, crunchy taco shell and then wrapped that inside a soft flour tortilla. And then you've got all the fillings inside the hard... Oh, my goodness. It's a taste sensation.
It was quite clever.
It's a genius idea.
The textures.
And also your bits don't fall out.
It's like a crisp sandwich. You know the crisp sandwich, like that, the crunchy inside the soft. It works.
She's right.
So I saw a recipe for marinated seitan tacos. Now, you can choose your protein of choice. If you want to have meat, if you want to have fish, whatever. I marinated seitan, fried it up, and then what we did was put a load of guacamole inside the crunchy taco shell, a bit of tomato salsa, then our seitan, and then covered that in. You can do sour cream and cheese if you want. I obviously didn't because I'm doing veganuary and I couldn't find a plant-based bloody sour cream. I crushed up plantain crisps, but you can also do tortillas.
We had more crunch.
And then black beans
Double
as
crunch.
well.
Black beans.
Those black beans were good, weren't they?
Yeah, they were really
We had a proper
good.
Mexican feast.
It's really good.
Yeah, so it was one of the things that I made this week for veganuary.
You've been really great on veganuary, I've got to say.
I've been trying hard, guys.
You have been. And the stuff you've made, it's there. It's all that vegan food.
It does look vegan food.
It's bunging me up. No, you've been really great. I've been really impressed. And I'd say, look, Mexican food is just elite because you get so many different flavours. For me, the perfect meal is something with lots of different textures and flavours, and that's what Mexican food can provide. And, you don't have to do that much. You just, chop up some lettuce, get some refried beans out of the
lettuce.
can.
We forgot about the lettuce.
Icebergs.
But I think what's really nice about this is that you had the idea of the double, the dibble-double. This seitan could take or leave, I'll be honest with you. It's like rubbery.
I personally think if you or Nick marinated it. Is it marinade or marinate? I never know.
It is devil's spawn, isn't it?
It's
seitan,
a bit shit.
great.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's
just a bit rubbery and a bit like...
Yeah.
You know that?
Just there.
Yeah.
I'd rather that Holland and Barrett soy protein
as a mix.
with a beef fajita.
Oh, and because you could do a fajita mix in that and all the spices and stuff.
Should we do that next time?
That's a great idea.
Because everything else was brilliant, wasn't it?
Oh, bang on.
The black
beans were good. I spilled them all over the floor. It was great. Yeah,
the tomato salsa that you made was great. How did you do that again?
Just tomatoes. No. Just tomatoes, red onion, bit of chili, maybe some parsley, lime. Yeah, it was great. Really
and
good.
then the guacamole, obviously guacamole, however you like it.
Can't have coriander.
No, sorry.
Shame.
Sadly.
Sorry. Well, you guys
okay.
could have,
Yeah,
but I
it's
didn't
true,
buy
actually.
it because I'm rude. Sorry.
I think the main thing to take away is there's a lot of good food you can have in veganuary. I don't feel like I've necessarily missed out. Look, honestly, my lunches, I've been having chicken, I've been having fish,
Okay.
I have my protein at work because I'm not doing veganuary.
No.
To respect you, and your journey, and I've enjoyed the meals, and I've cooked a couple. We've got a couple coming up, like a Tuscan bean stew.
And a tofu ramen.
Yeah, the tofu ramen last night was delicious.
It's meant to be for next week.
Right, fine. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the tofu ramen.
Yeah, that's going to be really nice when we try it.
Should be good.
Full disclosure, I made it last night. Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about
Don't
it next
worry
week. We'll talk about it
Don't
next
worry
week.
about
Kate shot me a look there, and I was like, well, I can't keep up with your. Are you right there?
I got itchy tits.
Hey.
I'm in recovery. So I'm glad you're enjoying veganuary.
Yeah.
I think going forward we will do a lot more vegan dishes. Try and do more plant-based dishes. If I've got anything to do, if I cook, it's going to be vegan. There you
Yeah.
go. And if you cook, it's not.
Listen, I don't mind. I like a bean stew.
Do the bean stew next week.
I'll do the bean stew tonight if you want.
Shall we do listeners' messages?
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Who are
let's
we
do...
dedicating the show to today?
Oh, let me see.
Kate's got a little listener tombola in there.
Today's show dedication is for Sarah. Hi, Sarah, if you're listening. Hope she is. She says, hi, everyone.
Oh,
Hi.
that's nice.
Just want to say what a
Hello.
brilliant podcast you have. Thanks so much. I've
thank
followed
you.
Kate since Big Brother days. Wowzers. That is 24 years ago. Listen to all of Maybe Baby. She's a super fan.
Ah.
And was so excited when I knew you were having a baby because I just felt you'd be an amazing mum, Kate. I relate to a lot of things you've gone through. I also got postnatal depression. Sorry to hear that. And I love the relationship you have with Noah. She seems like such a gorgeous, happy little girl, and such a huge credit to you and Bodge. Love your recommendations too. I went to Icos Andalucia in October and loved it.
Lovely place.
I also
Lovely.
made Kate's spag bowl last week and loved that. God, I feel like this woman's just like...
We're going to get home. She's going to be on our doorstep going, hi guys, I'm moving
I feel
in.
like if we tell her to go and murder someone, she will.
Yeah. With great power comes great responsibility. Do not murder
Do
anyone.
not murder anyone, Sarah.
Keep up the good work. Wishing you all a happy, healthy 2026. Big love to producer Nick too. Of course, the pod wouldn't be the same without him. It wouldn't.
Hi, guys.
Love from Sarah. Thank you so much, Sarah. Also, if you're not already following us on social media, Bodge and Kate on Instagram and TikTok. Are we on TikTok?
Yeah, we're on
we are.
TikTok.
Oh my God, I should know that.
And
shouldn't I?
YouTube.
And
And
YouTube.
YouTube.
Get
to
on
watch.
YouTube. You can watch the show, of course.
Yep.
But when I posted the video last week of me burping accidentally on this podcast, somebody commented, and it was such a funny comment. I'm going to read it out now because sometimes things just accidentally come out, right? You can't help it. Other times I think they might come out when you think no one's listening.
Me,
And that's the case here.
I totally, and if I'm walking along the road and I need to let one go, I always shoot a little look behind me.
Yep.
But at times I've failed because I've had my headphones in. It's come out loud and then I think, and then someone walks past me, I'm like, oh, all of this is terribly embarrassing.
Well, this message was under the clip of me burping. If you haven't yet seen that, go on Instagram, Bodge and Kate. It says, I got locked in a cemetery once when I went to visit my daughter. So her daughter has passed away, sadly. She says, I went to get the gatekeeper, Gwen, who was on the other side, to ask her to unlock the gate. So she's on first name terms with Gwen.
Yeah.
She obviously visits her
Must go a
daughter a
lot.
lot.
Yeah.
She's, the gate's locked. Gwen, can you come and unlock the gate?
Yeah.
And she fart walked all the way across the cemetery.
Hold on, Gwen did, or this lady did?
No, Gwen did.
Gwen did.
My friends thought
How does she know? Because you just hear her from afar.
Yes.
Like this.
Gwen was actually popping off so loud. My friends thought I was overcome with grief, but I was actually just pissing myself laughing.
That's so funny. Oh, my
Oh,
God.
Gwen.
I guess if you're a cemetery keeper, you just, like, civil society has left you behind a little bit.
Do you know what I'd like to think? I'd like to think Gwen knew this woman was grieving and she was
Yeah.
like, I'm going to try and make her laugh.
Give her a buck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give
I'm
her a
gonna
little
fart
buck
walk
up.
all the
Yeah,
way
yeah.
across the...
She's like, do you want to smell this flower? Like, what else?
Oh, bless.
God,
that's such a
that's
funny
nice.
comment. Also, we shared a video of me accidentally twatting myself in the face, tearing up a box for the recycling bin last week. And somebody commented underneath that as well. It says, I had a recycling mishap too. I was trying to be clever, pushing both black boxes on top of each other out to the roadside. It worked momentarily until the bottom one stopped, but the top one kept going. As I did, arse over tit, I went smack onto the floor. Probably could have gotten away with it until I looked up to see my neighbours stood outside who had witnessed the whole thing. Obviously goes without saying that I've not tried that trick again. Love Vic. No.
I really, do you know, in my head, I really wish the neighbour just went, ha ha. I think I would have done that.
Maybe they did.
Have you been watching The Simpsons recently, Bodge?
I haven't, but there's two
references of The Simpsons in this podcast. Do you want to make it a third?
Should I do any other accents?
Hi, everybody.
No, fine. Accents? I mean impressions.
I think you've done 3. You've done the driver, you've done Dr.
Oh, yeah,
Nick,
I said Hans Moleman.
And you've done, what's his face?
This episode is brought to you by The Simpsons, because they need advertising, don't they?
Up to season 463.
Yeah.
All right, just one more thing. There's just one more thing this week because I love you and you've been at my beck and call. And when you picked me up on Friday after I'd had surgery, I made you drive me to John Lewis so I could get 2 sports bras because I forgot to take them to the hospital.
Yeah.
You went into John Lewis, you got the sports bra, you got the right size. The woman was like, how big are her tits? And he was like, what's big?
Can I just let me interject there because I went into John Lewis. Kate was like, "This is the one.
Yep.
Here's the picture. First floor.
Yep.
Go and get it."
Yep.
I went up there, came up the elevator, went into the section. I was like, "Oh God!"
Because
I'm in the lingerie department.
There's a lot of bras there.
There's bras there. Have you seen that Father Ted? Different reference. Have you seen the Father Ted when they get lost in the lingerie department?
No.
And he's like. Just watch that episode, it's brilliant. We'll watch that. Okay. I went in there and I was just looking at bras and I was just in the back of my head, I'm like, do the women here think I'm a pervert? Do they think I'm a sick pervert?
Sexy pervert.
Staring at bras.
I'd have been straight over there. Hi, how can I help you?
Would you? Right.
Oh, that's cute.
You're married.
Give us some underwear for your wife.
And
is she the same size as me? I'll try it on.
Yeah. Anyway, so then I had to go and get help. I had to get help. Stop role playing. It's not the time.
Sorry.
I went and got help and I was like, where is this bra, sports bra? And the lady, it took a while to find it. But I just felt very uncomfortable in there.
And when he came out, I was asleep in the car park. I'd fallen back to sleep. Heavily sedated still. Came back in, he went, look what I got you as well. He bought me a new pair of slippers.
Yay!
Finally. And you love them. They're really comfy.
I do. And then yesterday, our Claire knocked at the door, right? One of our best mates who is an avid listener of the podcast. She went, look what I bought you. She bought me a pair of slippers as well. She went, I heard you moaning about it on the podcast, so I thought I'd buy you a pair of slippers. So now I have 2 pairs.
And I almost did on the way over on Sunday. I went in, picked you up a pair and went,
no way.
I might just check it, and then I bought you an orchid instead.
He did buy me an orchid, which inevitably is going to die within the next 3 weeks. So slippers probably would have been a better shout. But you know what? Thank you for the
no. Well,
thank you for the orchid.
There was a 2-pronged attack, wasn't it? It was congratulations and hope you're okay.
There you go. I love it. That reminds me, I've got to water that a bit later on. Anyway, thank you so much for the slippers and the sports bras.
You're welcome.
Anyway, that's it from us. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Sorry I've been a bit out of it.
Don't apologise.
Don't apologise. A little bit here, a little bit there.
You're doing a great job.
Anyway, next week, hopefully, I'll be back to my normal self. Thank you, as always, for listening and for watching. We'll see you then for some lovely, delightful tofu and ramu, because that's... Ramu? I need
All right, I'm going to take over here. Bye.